After getting married, the woman went 20 years without ever wearing makeup. But on the day of her divorce, she put on an absolutely stunning look because she had finally decided to become the woman she used to be once again. She still remembered it clearly. In her previous life, on this exact day, she had rushed home after working hard all day just to cook dinner for her husband. But instead, her husband suddenly handed her divorce papers. With a proud expression, he said, "I'm now the vice president of the company and you're no longer worthy of me." And just then, right when the woman was about to reveal her true identity, she accidentally overheard a conversation between her husband and his mistress. At that moment, her heart shattered completely. In reality, she was the only daughter of the richest man in the country. To protect her husband's pride, she willingly lived as a janitor for 20 years. She had even secretly helped him rise to the position of vice president. But what did she get in return? Hatred and betrayal. In the end, she collapsed under endless regret and heartbreak. Perhaps heaven took pity on her because she was given a second chance and reborn 3 days before the divorce. This time she made up her mind. She would live for herself, and she would once again become the dazzling heiress she truly was. But the moment she arrived at the company, she saw her husband standing beside that scheming woman. She wanted to ignore them and walk away. But after seeing how beautiful and radiant she looked, the other woman mocked her on purpose. "Oh wow, look at this abandoned old woman all dressed up." The next second, slap, the woman struck her across the face without hesitation. Her husband immediately exploded in anger. "Do you even know who she is? She's the best friend of the richest man's daughter. A filthy janitor like you could never compare to her." Hearing that, the woman burst into laughter. "I don't remember having a friend like that." But the scheming woman looked at her with complete disdain. "You're nothing but a dirty cleaner." Her husband also believed she had lost her mind after the divorce. He sneered and said, "You seriously need to get your brain checked." The very next day, the man suddenly received an invitation from the richest man himself. He immediately assumed it was all thanks to his mistress. As soon as the two of them arrived at the banquet, they hurried over to the richest man's assistant and asked to be introduced to the young heiress. At that exact moment, the woman walked gracefully down the stairs. The moment her husband saw her, he shouted angrily, "Get out of here right now!" But this time, the woman didn't even look at him. Instead, she calmly announced in front of everyone, "I want a divorce." Her husband instantly laughed and said, "Fine, but don't expect to get a single penny from me." Standing beside him, the scheming woman mocked her as well. "You really don't know your place." The guests around them were completely shocked. They couldn't believe that a mere janitor would dare divorce a company vice president. But the woman ignored everyone. She simply made a phone call to her father. And in the very next second, the richest man in the country walked into the hall. In front of everyone, he revealed the woman's true identity. She was his one and only daughter. Then, right there in public, he handed over the family heirloom to her.